Morning, folks. Welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. My name is Paul Lavoie. Today we're going to be showing one of our last remaining 2024 Freightliner M2 106 Plus with the Summit hauler conversion. Let's get started on the front here. Just looking at the front, you see your patented Summit hauler customized grille, letting you know what conversion is actually on it. There's a very, very nice conversion on it. And dropping down below, Freightliner's patented 3-piece bumper, just 1, 2, and 3. Makes it all really, really easy if something does actually happen to it. It's easy to replace. You just have to replace one piece instead of the entire thing. Very, very nice feature. You got your recovery hooks right here. And then of course your radar system right here for your safety. It's for your front end crash alert, just in case you aren't paying attention and somebody brakes, and it will actually brake for you, which is a very, very nice feature. Up top here, this is a compressed fiberglass, very durable hood. For Colorado here, we have a lot of hail here, which is very nice to have this kind. If you have a steel aluminum hoods, you won't get the actual dents on there. But also lightweight, very, very easy to pull back, and you have the chains on the side, so it's not going to fall all the way on you, which is very nice. But inside here, we have the coveted Cummins L9 engine, 360 horsepower, 1,150 pound-feet of torque, coupled with the Allison transmission, the 3200 TRV, which is a very, very nice transmission. But as you can see, it's very, very open in here, very easy to access if you're mechanically inclined. Up top, we've got our coolant right there. You got your air filter right over there, dipstick for oil, and all the other components down here, power steering fluid, fuel filter water separator. One thing up here is just your fuse relay box. That's one of two. The other one is on the inside of the cab. I'll show you that once we actually get in there. A lovely feature of the batteries is the battery leads. If your batteries happen to die and you need to actually get jumped, there's the two leads, the negative and the positive right there. You can just jump that really quick with a trickle charger, get it going, then you're back on the road. Down below here you see the wheels. These wheels are the 255/80 R22.5s. The best feature about these ones though is the inside drum here that we put on all of our Freightliner with the Summit hauler conversion. It's the wheel balancer. It's a safety feature that we've added on there that makes it so the wheel's going to keep as much surface area on the ground as possible. Obviously you need to watch out for the tread, but making it so it's evening out everything so you're not sitting there bouncing, and makes it so that the tire will be on the ground when you're actually braking for it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shut this. I'll show you how easy it is as well. You're just pushing back. It's actually fighting you when you're pushing back, just to let you know. There is the gas rings in there. They're actually pushing back to you just in case a gust of wind comes up. It won't just slam down on you when you're actually working on it. And then of course you've got your safety strap right here just to make sure you're locking it in place like that. There is another one on the other side, so you got to make sure that you're actually doing both of those. Right here, these are your side mirrors. Pretty standard side mirror. You got power up top here, and it is heated. But you got your turn signal right here, just to indicating on the outside for people to know what you're doing. But also these are called breakaway side mirrors. Breakaway meaning if something hits it or you hit something, it will just break away going forward and back. And so it's making it so you don't have to replace these, but very easy to just move it right back. Down below here, your engine block heater for those cold nights. All you got to do is just lift up, plug in. It'll make sure your fuel's not getting gunked up. Right here, this is one of two of your fuel tanks right here. Lockable, very easy to access. Here's your fuel tank right here. Here's your DEF tank right here. The DEF tank is not on the other side, just this side, but they are 50-gallon fuel tanks. This is a 6-gallon DEF tank. You're getting about 350 miles per gallon on that. Makes it so you can go a long way with these. Like I said, they are lockable, very easy to do. But you're seeing the side right here. These are your step-ups. Very, very large surface area right here, so you're making sure you're being as safe as possible on those slippery days, whether it's rain, ice, snow. You're planting your foot down, 3 points of contact, making sure that you're being safe getting up and down out of the actual vehicle. But what we're going to do is take a look inside the front driver's seat right here. You're going to see the Summit hauler conversion. Very, very beautiful conversion, very durable leather, but also this one is a very nice one. It's got the chocolate leather in here, but it's a very, very comfortable seat. I love this. And then you've got your hands right here, making sure you're being safe getting up there. Down below here, it is an air ride seat, so controls forward are right here, just going up and then back down to your seat. Very easy to control. Your tilt feature right here, lumbar, and then of course heated seats right there. And with every Freightliner you do have the kill switch. Makes it so if you're not a daily driver on this, you can just switch that off. It'll kill all the electronics and it'll save your batteries. But one nice little feature that's actually back here is the light test button. So if you're not holding anything behind you, or you're not trailering anything behind you, you can make it to where you just press that. It does the lights of everything, your headlights, your tail lights, and all your indicator lights too. I'm gonna get this started up just so we're doing this, but I wanna show you one thing that you need to do every single time that you start this up. Make sure you just turn it over to accessory mode. You're gonna hear 5 clicks. It takes about 5 seconds. Once that's done, just make sure you actually get it started. It starts right up. We'll sit in the back here. That right there is your lovely 3-seat passengers. The greatest feature is it does go down into a bed, and DOT does regulate it as a bed, and it's a very comfortable seat. Just make sure when you are doing the motor going down and up, you don't have any weight on it whatsoever, whether it be passengers or any bags or anything like that. Right here, you've got the compartment for your batteries. Very easy to access if you need to change them out or just to see what's going on with them. 1, 2, 3, and then a 4th bolt on the back. Very easy, just take it off the panel and it's wide open so you can actually see it. And down below here, you've got a hookup for a trickle charger. So if you want to top off those batteries or if you want to charge something yourself, good access point, very easy to do. This is one of 2 of this size storage bins. Very, very large back here. You can put anything you want back here. It is diamond plated, very durable. And as you can see, we've got a air hose in there, but the greatest thing is the air hookup, which is right in there. And then of course a fire extinguisher. You need to pump up a tire, or if you need to air out or blow out something, very, very easy to do. All of these are gonna be lockable. Here's the rear one, it's a little bit smaller. You might want to put chains or flares back here, but they're all going to be diamond plated and once again, all lockable. We're going to be looking up at the bed here. The entire bed is diamond plated. Like I said, very durable. It is an aluminum bed. It is lightweight, makes it a lot easier and lightweight and durable. Makes it easy for you to get down the road and pull whatever you want and have anything that you want to actually stow on the actual bed right here. As we're going up top here, you're going to see your rear view camera. It is the Voyager system. You can add up to 4 cameras total on it, so there's 1, so you'll have 3 more. And then down below here, you've got pre-drilled holes right here if you want to add an exterior storage bin if you need more storage. Some people put a spare tire. You can really utilize it however you would like. As you're coming down here, you're going to see the rails on the side here. That is your track system if you need to tie anything down. It has a 1,000-pound weight limit. And then in the middle here, you've got what we call our trough system. That's where you're going to be hooking up to trailering either a 5th wheel or a gooseneck. Right now, this one's set up for the drop-down ball, gooseneck. And it's very, very easy to take that out. You'll hook up right there, and it's hooked up to a steel plate, but to actually change it out is just this lever that's just right here. You'll pull it out and flip it over. Very, very easy to do. You've got your air lines already hooked up if you have the air brakes. Hookups for your electronics for both 5th wheel and bumper pull. And then dropping down, oh sorry, forgot this one. This is part of the Voyager system. Right here, you're hooking up to electronics right there for your camera system if you have one in your trailer. You can add more cameras if you would like. Some are wireless. They have that opportunity if you want that. But if you want to hook up, the hard line is right there. Very, very easy to do. But getting down to the bumper pull right here, this is our heavy duty 30,000-pound Gen Y bumper. Heavy duty, very, very easy to actually customize. You can raise and lower these sides right here to whatever you kind of are trailering, but you can also customize what ball you have as well. Right now we have a 2 5/16 right now and a 2-inch below. You just pull that out, and then if you want to hook up a 3-inch, you can do that as well. I heard those were coming a little bit more common now as well. And I was going over this being an aluminum bed. It's aluminum bed, aluminum cab, making it very durable but lightweight. But some people might think, oh well, that actually is not good for, you know, the actual truck. Most beds are steel. Yes, they are. The steel beds are prone to kind of corrosion, so that's why we kind of switched to this. We have added steel plates that are covered back there to make you have that weight. So make sure that you're balanced, you're not skipping down the road. Pretty easy. These are the other 2 storage bins right here. Again, diamond plated. I don't need to open them up for you. Very durable and weatherproof. And then of course your other fuel tank right here. Similar look, obviously without the def tank. But once again, lockable. If you do have the capability of going to a pump that has pumps on both sides, that's how you're gonna actually fill this thing up. And then it's a self-leveling system to where it'll make it so you can get that full tanks on both sides. Cool. In here, this is the front passenger. Looking at all the room that the passengers have. Again, it is an air ride seat. Controls are right here. Very, very easy. And then this is the fuse panel that I was talking, the secondary fuse panel right here. You just gotta lift up right here. Very easy to do. And I hear the radio, so I'm gonna hop up before we hop actually in the cab. So we'll turn that off, and then we'll hop in the back. And this is the other side of the passengers, but you're gonna see a couple of features. On the back console there, you're gonna see more places for power. There's a couple of 110s, the 3-prong, and then a couple of USB-As. But also on the back seat, you'll see that this particular unit has the entertainment package, which is 2 screens for entertainment for your passengers in the back, which is a nice little feature. You have individual headphones, which are actually in the middle console, which I'll show you in just a second, but it's a nice little upgrade that this has in it. And as we're looking here, you're gonna see how big this windshield is. It's 2,500 square inches of windshield, making it so you can absolutely see whatever you want going down the road. We want to be as safe as possible, but you see this middle part right here is the Detroit assurance of the safety package, what we were going over in the front. This is your front end radar as well, but it's also tied for your braking assist and your lane departure warning. We're going to stay up top here. This is a part of the Voyager system. This is your backup camera, and like I said, you have capability of adding up to 4. Here's your power button here. This is how you would cycle through the cameras, just switching over like that. It was on camera 2, now we're on camera 4, but it does a split screen, and then 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. And camera 1's open, but we'll get it to camera 2 for our backup. Also, you have your air horn up here, and your secondary mic for your Bluetooth is right here as well. Your other one is up top in the middle. We're gonna go over the door panel right here. This is why it's a pretty standard door panel, but I want to show you just one feature on here that just a lot of people don't understand. You see that there's only 2 actual window openers right here. The point is, you would just need to go to this one, hit that, and then you have the access to open your rear windows. You still have the capability of doing it in the back doors, but if the driver has the potential, if somebody just gets out and left their window down, they could just not get in the back and just roll it up. But also controls for the side mirrors are on there as well. Pretty easy to navigate. Right here, turn signals and your controls for your windshield wipers, all right here. Staying on the left side right here, this is all controls for the info of the vehicle on the dashboard. Pretty easy to navigate through, just going in your menu options, which is up there, which you'll see. And on the right side here, you've got controls for your Bluetooth, which are these 2, and then controls for your cruise control right there. As you're looking at the dashboard, it's pretty easy to read. You've got your RPMs to the left and then your speedometer to the right. Oil pressure. I love this feature about the fuel tank. The white is the actual fuel, but you actually have the blue is your DEF tank, letting you know how much you have in there. Right side air pressure and then water temperature right there. A very important feature right here is your gear shift. Obviously, you have to use this to actually make this thing go. Very easy to navigate through though. Drive, then reverse. You're just clicking it, making sure your foot's on the brake before you actually do that. You can change it to an automatic or manual transmission by the button right here. But this is also acting as your trailer brake as well, or sorry, your engine brake as well. When you're turning it on, when you're off, it's all the way up, but if not, you're going into low, medium, and then high. But if you want it off, just all the way up. Right here, your air supply for your trailer brakes, and then this one's for the actual truck brakes. Controls for your subwoofer if you want to get some more bass or less bass right here for the radio. This is if you have electronic brakes, your trailer gain, you can set it right here. It is a red arc system. Very, very nice system. Right here, you've got your hazard lights, your dome light, your footwell light, and then your pre-trip. Pre-trip is also very important. If you are hooked up to a trailer, you would click this. If you're gonna walk around, it takes about a minute to start, but once you actually get out, you're gonna make sure that all your indicator lights are actually on and working properly. Next to these ones, these are optional switch that you can add anything you really want to. Sometimes we'll put a light bar on front. I've known people to do a winch or something like that. Your options are kind of endless with the 4 switches up here. Down below that, this is all your safety. So the first 3 buttons are your safety system. Well, technically the 4th one as well. Your automatic brake assist, your lane departure warning, and your traction control. All of these systems are automatically on. These are the buttons to turn it off. This 4th button is a very important one. It's the shutdown override. If you get a notification that something's going on with the engine and it's saying it's going to shut down, but let's say you're in the middle of the highway and you don't want to be in the middle of the highway, so you're trying to get over as soon as possible, what you'll do is you'll hit that button and make it so that the engine will keep going, and it will keep going until you actually stop and shut off the actual vehicle. So just make sure that you're paying attention to that. Right here you've got rear air. This is your cooling and heating for the rear, and then your speed right here. Down below there you've got your rear differential lock, and then your suspension dump. And your suspension dump is just in case if you have a lower trailer that you're comfortable with, it's going to drop that back end all the way down. This right here is important. Your HDMI and then USB-A is totally tied to the infotainment, which is right here. If you want Apple or Android CarPlay, you would have to plug in. It is not a wireless system quite yet. More power options right here, a 12 volt and then a couple of USB-Cs right here. And then right here is your total infotainment system. Very, very easy to navigate through. I was going over the Apple and Android CarPlay right there. It has a navigation system right there, but everything is very, very intuitive. It's not hard to work. You can have your radio. It does have AM, FM, and XM, but if you want to stream your own music through your phone, you have the capability of doing that as well. Down below, this controls for the front climate control right here, fan speed, the different zones, and then the different temperature. And of course, your recirculated air right here. Very, very large console area. Going over the cup holders, they're very large just like this, but they're easy to take out just in case you want to clean it if something spills in there. So very, very nice little feature right there. And then your very, very large storage area right here. I was saying that you have the headphones in there. There they are. If you want to do the entertainment in the back, and you can actually listen to the radio up front, and they can be listening to whatever entertainment package they want in the back. But that is basically this vehicle right here. If you're interested in this one or any of the other vehicles on our lot, please feel free to get a hold of me. Once again, my name is Paul Lavoie. My phone number and email are down below, 303-503-3305, or you can get an email at paul.lavoie@transwest.com. Thanks for spending some time with me. Have a great day.